count it, just spend. Make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we so.
Cincinnati Bengals, that's the team we're gonna cheer.
More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on sex. More things that I gotta compare.
Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills, we're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, a good one in store here between the visiting team and the Cincinnati Bengals. And his punter, Ethan Evans, going to send this one away. And away we go in Cincinnati. Brown with a return here. This makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be touchdown. Brock looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. He breaks the tackle. Past the 35, 20, 15, and he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Dragons take a 6-0 lead right away. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Dragons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Israel Abanikanda on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Back.
Running it with David Montgomery. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That's an 11-yard pick. And it gives them the first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down, ball at the 36. Purdy on the play action. Escapes the pocket. Pass caught by Jack Bech. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response. right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Offense up to the line fast.
The 14-yard line.
Purdy a quick throw, complete. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him first and goal.
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception, and some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Anderson can't push it across. They make the stand, and it looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal.
Get set, get set. Up.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Now pitch play to Anderson. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Like the final battle scene from the movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Pinheiro's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They're set up at the 35 now. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 37. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He picks up 15 on the play. And they're going to have a first down.
Got it. Ready?
From the gun, Flacco. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So it's second down coming up. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
This is caught inside the 15. He has the touchdown. The Dragons get 6 more on their early advantage.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Dragons drive their lead to 11.
14, Bengals 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Abanikanda on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Purdy. He's going deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Cade. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
21.
Off the play fake. Purdy. Headed out right. He's going to keep it this time. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a one-score game. Tyreek Hill the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. They're set up at the 35 now. Flacco's going to throw here on 1st. It's complete to Higbee. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll go from the gun with Barkley, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They go play action with Flacco. Getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. 14-10 our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its stride. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
2nd and 10 now. He's throwing deep to the left side. And again, an interception is dropped. Looks a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Flacco. Chased out to his right. Snags it near the edge. Wow, they're actually going to lose some yardage here as they fail to convert. Now they're facing 4th down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the muster. This one falls short. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Starting on the ground with Henderson. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get set, get set.
Staying on the ground here with Henderson. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Buying some time right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Just yellow. Up.
Working inside the red zone. Flush down now to his left. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Henderson. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bengals take a 2nd quarter lead. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. His kick is no good. He missed it, but wait just a second. Looks like the penalty flag might bail him out, Brock. I think this is going to be roughing the kicker. Well, any contact on an extra point is going to draw that flag, and it's going to let them try the point after again. They'll try the extra point one more time. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. 17, 14. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. They're set up at the 35 now. Flacco off the play action. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And they're going to to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 11, and they'll have first down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. During practice, that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Fits it through the middle, and they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 17 on that one, and that'll be a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, a run with Barkley. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They go to Barkley again. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Barkley can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on first down. More to come.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Dropping back to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here...
And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Dragons get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. A handoff for Henderson, running left. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
First down, 30 to throw. Into the hands of Conklin. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here's 2nd and 2. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line. Pretty throwing here on first. Throw left side, brought in by Hockenson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Rolling left, buying some time. When the rush is too much, he's taken down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Get set. Up.
Purdy to throw it. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Outside. Up.
From the 17. And a catch is made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take the lead just before halftime. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Blake Corum now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Flacco. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third down, it's Flacco. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Devontae Adams, the intended target. So that brings up 4th and long. Collects this at the 32. And he gets a pretty nice result there on the punt return to put an end to our first 2 quarters of play. high-scoring games. No doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. On 18, watch out. Up.
On the draw, this is Henderson. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Anthony Walker. It's a gain of 5.
Purdy on the play action. Completed over the middle. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
So you want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
10 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Outside. 21, on 18, watch out. Up.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Throwing this back in the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. They've got 2nd down.
Well, I think the defense coaches in coverage, breathing a sigh of relief. There was space right there. If that throw came 1 second earlier, that was going to be 6.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Over here, over here. On 18, up.
Out of the pistol, Henderson. And a productive run there on 2nd down. That's a gain of 6.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Outside.
Off the play fake, Purdy. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Airing it out to start this drive. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Flacco again on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. Space past the 35. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Past the 20. And they take this in for the score. The Dragons grab the lead on their first series of the half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
That one right down the middle. And the Dragons take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. All right, Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Run around, up.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Benjamin St. Just getting up to end that play.
53.
A 7-yard pickup.
Play action now. Purdy. He rolls to his right. Connects with the open man downfield. He will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
25-yard line.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Get set, get set. Up.
1st down throw by Purdy. Conklin brings it in. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Outside. Start.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Outside.
3rd and goal, Purdy. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Dragons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Shotgun snap to Flacco. Finds him over the middle. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Ball at 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 47. Completed to his running back. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Come on. Set. Back to 60. Back to
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that That's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Gets this one to Blake Corum. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or out at the 31. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's their ball late. They have a lead, but it's far from over yet. They've got first down from the 31. Now Barkley. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 69.
Pass play now. Short pass brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Go.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
They're going to pass on 2nd and goal. Down he goes. The Bengals got to it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
3rd and long for him here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and goal. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it doesn't take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Get set.
Henderson here from the gun. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun is Purdy. He finds his way back, Henderson. And it's an excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
Get set.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Forced out to his right. the football right at that 25-yard line following the interception. Continued excellence from this defense as they force another interception, Brock, and now we have a chance at some redemption for their offense. Had to settle for a field goal after that last pick. Now they get a chance at a touchdown once again.
Yeah, and we know this, Kate. We know the turnover margin in these games is so often a dictator, but when you add points off those turnovers and takeaways, well, you opted in on the winning ledger more times than not.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Looking for a throw here. It's his running back. He does it. Touchdown! The Dragons go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Abanikanda on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So that brings up 2nd down. Oh, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there will be more interceptions.
He's trying another one deep. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To the air again. Purdy. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
2nd and 6.
This is Henderson on 2nd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Outside. 18. Watch out. Watch the motion.
Purdy looking to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Working quickly here.
That's good for a Bengals.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Gets everything he has under this throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Complete out to the right. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals losing by 14. Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Pass complete, screenplay. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Dragons will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him. He's seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. It'll go from the gun with Barkley, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dragons emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Time to deal with the drama, I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promised that I wouldn't never got involved if I knew I would get so attached.